Part 11. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 101. Blind student, you have discovered Hwadian. The big guy's observation really caught me off guard. But don't say it, it's a fact worth thinking about, and it might exist. On your friend's observation ability, I would like to call it the strongest. Forum. Seriously discussed. All sorts of ridiculous. But this is indeed a problem. If it's really like what this commentator said, will there be a situation where the wasteland beasts on the second and third days invade the stronghold together? This is indeed a question that deserves serious consideration and discussion. Night. 23:50 minutes. The second wave of wasteland beasts still hasn't arrived. It doesn't matter if the fighters arrive, in the face of strong willpower, this little time is really nothing. Captain Yang Yongqiang stood on a high place, looking at the four directions with a frown. But it was pitch black, and I couldn't see anything at all. That's not right, Yang Yongqiang wondered in his heart, it's almost the third day, why hasn't the second wave of wasteland beasts come on the second day? Don't. A wasteland beast that can create illusions. Snort. Yang Yongqiang rubbed the fireball with his hand. Warriors. Could it be that the captain has noticed that something is wrong again? Is worthy of being the captain, what a powerful perception. The soldiers looked at Yang Yongqiang one after another, and at the same time mobilized their super telekinesis, waiting for the captain's order to launch it at any time. Su. The fireball in Yang Yongqiang's hand was thrown over. But this time, it didn't hit anything. Warriors. Yang Yongqiang. Cough. There's no danger here. Snort. Another fireball. This time it's to the left. But it still didn't hit anything, and the fireball continued to move forward until it went out. Snort. Two more fireballs. One after the other flew to the front and backsides, still not hitting anything. Warriors. Yang Yongqiang. It's too dark, and I want to open my eyes. Oh. I see. The fighters didn't think much of it either. The dark night of the battlefield of national sports is indeed much darker than outside. Coupled with the fear of attracting wasteland beasts, there is not much lighting in the stronghold. A few more minutes passed. Yang Yongqiang always felt that something was wrong, he groaned for a while, and said, "Fire ability squad, let's use fireballs together to light up this sky. Damn. I can't believe I can't find this wasteland beast." Snort. Dozens of fire-type warriors, all rubbing fireballs in their hands. Under Yang Yongqiang's order, all these fireballs were thrown into the sky. Night. Instantly lit up. Visibility is instantly increased by n times. Outcome. Yang Yongqiang was immediately stunned. He was directly behind the stronghold and saw a tree. The tree is at least hundreds of meters tall, with lush foliage and seems to have fruits. That's when the fireballs that the fire-type warriors were rubbing in their hands were extinguished. Once again, darkness was plunged around. Yang Yongqiang, put it again. Snort. Dozens of fireballs rose into the air again. His gaze recovered again, but Yang Yongqiang's pupils suddenly contracted. Because the branches of this tree turned into countless tentacles, it attacked the stronghold at an extremely fast speed. Enemy attack, Yang Yongqiang shouted, counterattack. However, this scene, the netizens of the Dragon Kingdom who watched it were very stunned. Is this tree so insidious, and then attacked in the night? Before, the warriors lit up the sky with a fireball, and it even pretended to be an ordinary tree. Such a big tree, when a person is blind. Does a tree know tactics/the art of war? It looks like the previous wasteland beast has a higher IQ. Isn't that normal? Trees grow slower than animals, giving birth to spiritual wisdom and becoming demon plants. Why can't it be hundreds of years? That's right, I don't know what level this demon plant is, it's too far away, the light is too dim, I can't see clearly. While netizens were discussing, the fighters had already begun to fight back. Trees are afraid of fire, so fire-based ability warriors naturally became the main attackers this time. But at this moment, the top floor of the tech tower suddenly shone brightly. Got everyone's attention. Huh, isn't that the residence of great god Chenfeng? What happened? I don't know, is god Chenfeng going to make a move? A demon plant, it's not worth the action of great god Chenfeng, right? Both the soldiers and the people from the outside world were surprised by what that light was. Su. A ray of light rushed out. Then it turned into countless slender rays of light and flew towards the demon plant not far away. Zzz. The light collided with the branches of the demon plant. The branches of the demon plant were shattered in an instant, and not even a single dregs were left. However, the light was undamaged and continued to fly towards the demon plant. Fighters. In this way, it should not be their turn to make a move. And taking this opportunity, they also saw the details of this demon plant. Name, Wasteland Ghoul Tree, Mutant, dot. Race, Treant. Grade, B. Features, collecting corpses is its hobby. Evaluation, the Wasteland Corpse Tree is a mutant species, a tree planted with countless corpses as nourishment, and it is good at camouflaging itself. This demon plant turned out to be B. Worry. It turned out to be a B-level demon plant, no wonder god Chenfeng personally took action. I'm very curious, what kind of strength is great god Chenfeng? In the face of B-level demon plants, he only uses means and doesn't see real people. At least an A, right? Then A is strong or not strong among the copy creators of various countries. Read violent novels, go to Feel a Novel Network. Then who knows? At this time. Distance. The Wasteland Corpse Tree turned around and ran. But the speed of the light was terrifying, and before the Wasteland Corpse Tree could move, it was wrapped around its whole body by the light. Snort, snort, snort. Black smoke began to emit from the entire tree. Roar. The Wasteland Corpse Tree roared in pain. It began to shake its trunk, and the fruit on the tree began to fall. Only then did people see that these were not fruits at all, but corpses one after another. The corpses had a branch pulling on their heads, and they began to gnaw and attack the light that wrapped around the trunks. But as soon as they touched the light, the corpses exploded, like watermelons that had been blown up. Airplanes. The brightness of the light increases. Roar. The wails of the wasteland necros grew louder. Next second, it was cut into countless pieces by the light. The trunks of the trees, which had been cut into countless pieces, all fell to the ground with a muffled thud. And the heart of the Wasteland Corpse Tree also fell to the ground with the trunk. Then Chenfeng's voice came from the Science and Technology Tower, "Go, get the heart of the tree back." Su. A purple figure flashed. It was the Wasteland Sky Fox that was subdued by Chenfeng. In about 10 seconds, the Wasteland Sky Fox held a tree heart and returned to the top of the Technology Tower again. Then the voice of the Supreme Consciousness came. The Dragon Kingdom successfully resisted, completed the second wave of kills, and obtained the following rewards. 1. Add 5% for national fortunes. 0 for flowers. 0. 2. Add 5% for resources. 3. 10 stronghold experience. There are no first kills. Because it's the Wasteland Ghoul Tree, it's too good to be able to do it, and it doesn't appear until close to midnight. And the time to kill the Wasteland Ghoul Tree? Half a minute. In just half a minute, a B-rank demon plant was killed. This speed stunned everyone. 6,666. Great God Chen Feng is too strong, right? Before his face was revealed, he killed a bee demon plant. Chen Feng-NB, V587. What's V587? Mighty and domineering. I don't understand this. The emotions of Longguo netizens were unusually high. For them, it was lucky to see Chen Feng make a move. Since the advent of the dungeon game, Chen Feng has only made a handful of shots. The first time I saw it is the story of Chen Feng's life that casually killed the pollution. The second time, this time, I didn't see anyone, so I guess I just hit it casually and killed the B-level demon plant. Strong. It's really strong. Such a strong strength deeply shocked a group of foreigners. They're all thinking about one thing. Creator of copies of their own country. National Fortune Battlefield. Tech Tower. Top floor. Chen Feng just placed the heart of the wasteland corpse tree next to the seedlings of the ancient tree of life. Today's seedlings of the ancient tree of life are a little bigger than before. A branch slowly moved forward, plunging into the heart of the wasteland necro tree. Golem. A bubble-like sound came. This is the sound of life stories absorbing the energy of the heart of the tree. Whether it's the tainted heart of the ancient tree of life, or the heart of the wasteland necro tree that you just acquired. The energy in the hearts of both trees is unholy and can be regarded as an evil force. This cultivated sapling of the ancient tree of life has the ability to purify evil forces. Therefore, as long as the energy tube is enough, the growth speed of the seedlings of the ancient tree of life will be infinitely improved. Looking at the seedlings of the ancient tree of life, Chen Feng muttered in his heart. Hurry up and get into the ranks. I'm still waiting to fuse you with hex core. After looking at it for a while, and seeing that it was stable, Chen Feng turned around and continued to construct the fifth copy. This time, there is a reason for the shot. This B-grade demon plant is really strong. His previous shot was just a C-level demon plant. Now that a B-class demon plant has appeared, the warriors will definitely not be able to defeat it. This is no longer a matter of exercising or not exercising, this is to let the fighters die in vain. For these soldiers who serve the country and the people and disregard their own safety, Chen Feng admires them from the bottom of his heart. So, if you can save their lives, you won't let anyone die. 2. The heart of the B-level demon tree can make the seedlings of the ancient tree of life grow faster. The heart of the demon plant can store energy, and can also provide energy to the demon plant during battle. If the demon plant is faced with a situation where it can't defeat the enemy and is bound to die, it will mobilize the power of the tree heart to self-destruct. So, you want to succeed in getting the heart of the tree. It must be killed cleanly, so as not to give the demon plant a chance to blow itself up. Then, the voice of the Supreme Consciousness resounded again. From the third day, please prepare for the protection of your strongholds. Tip 1, if the stronghold is destroyed, it will wipe out the country and everyone in the national sports battlefield. Tip 2, there will be 2 waves of wasteland beasts attacking today, the timing is uncertain, and there may even be an invasion together. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 102. Just after midnight, the voice of Supreme Consciousness resounded, and it was really punctual. When will the third wave of wasteland beasts come? I haven't slept for a day and a night, and I can't even open my eyelids. It's like who's not sleeping? The soldiers haven't rested for 2 days and 2 nights, how tired they are. It is the hard work of the soldiers that we are today. Don't say anything else, let's just say that the soldiers of the stick country before were all scared to death, and then look at our soldiers. It is my honor to be born in the Dragon Kingdom. Thereupon, lots of replies to posts on the forum. All left the sentence, it is my honor to be born in the Dragon Kingdom. Is it hypocritical? No. These are the heartfelt words of the Chinese people. Everything is afraid of comparison. Since the advent of the dungeon game. No. It should be said that since the appearance of the great god Chen Feng, the 663 Dragon Kingdom is like a hanging. The copy of Superpower Out of Control allows the old man from the Dragon Kingdom to the 88 old man to the young child who can just walk, and all of them have superpowers. What country's replica creator can do it? The copy of Neverending, with the slow popularization of NZT-48, many people have experienced what it is like to have an IQ of over 1000. Although the effect of the drug is not permanent, it will be permanent one day with slow research. What country's replica creator can do it? Copies of the Super Energy Project, some special jobs, such as firefighting, aerial work, and other dangerous occupations, have begun to distribute super energy capsules. With the super capsule, how many lives have been saved? What country's replica creator can do it? The copy of Battle of Two Cities, although Hextech has not yet been announced, but Hex's magic and skill can definitely shock the whole world. What country's replica creator can do it? So, born in the Dragon Country, it is the pride of countless people. The Dragon Country has Chen Feng, which is also a great fortune for the country. Abroad, on forums in many countries, are all talking about a person, the creator of the copy of the Dragon Kingdom, Chen Feng. The second day of the Stronghold Protection Ranking Tournament. 2 dungeon creators take action. 1. The creator of the copy of the Country of Sticks, Park Duanzhou. But Pu Duanwei fought to the end of death, and only then did he beat a B-class wasteland beast to death. 2. The creator of the Dragon Kingdom dungeon, Chen Feng. Chen Feng made his first move, and with a wave of his hand, he slashed and killed the polluted, ancient tree of life of C+. Chen Feng made a second move, that is, last night. Without even seeing his face, the light, from the hex's core, slew a B-class wasteland demon plant. This gap has made many countries uneasy. Although the country of the stick is not a strong country, it belongs to the third tier of countries. But one does his best, and the other hits casually. The gap is too big, right? Netizens in many countries are measuring what the strength of the copy creator of their own country is. Pretty Country, Eagle Hook Country, Northern Bear Country, Faxi Country. Netizens in these 4 countries all felt that the creator of the copy of Ziguo should be on par with Chen Feng of the Dragon Kingdom. Even if there is a gap, it is only a very small gap. It is also ranked among the 5 major powers, and it is also an extraordinary copy, so there can't be much of a gap. But I'm still worried. Whether it's a stronghold expansion ranking or a stronghold protection ranking. The soldiers of the countries are not the point. The real focus is on the copy creators of each country. National Fortune Battlefield. Dragon Kingdom Stronghold. The fighters still did not rest. Aren't you tired? Aren't you sleepy? But it is their mission to defend the homeland and the country. The Stronghold Protection Ranking Tournament is not over for a day, and they can't let their guard down for a day. As a matter of fact, even if it's over, I don't have much time to rest. From the Stronghold Expansion Ranking Tournament to the current Stronghold Protection Ranking Tournament, the fighters have a day off. Because they still have to complete the quest, they have to explore the battlefield of national fortune, and they have to. Too much work, waiting for them to do. If you read a violent novel, go to Phila Novel Network. Top floor of the Tech Tower. Wu. Chen Feng let out a sigh of relief. The emergence of Battle of Two Cities has also laid the foundation for going on the road of science fiction. There's a meme. Flesh and blood pain, mechanical ascension. However, this is a stock that is relied upon, and there is no mechanical ascension. Now that there is a hex core, it is really possible that there is a possibility of mechanical ascension. Chen Feng's ability to infinitely manufacture hex core also means that he can manufacture Victor in batches. But Chen Feng didn't plan to do that. Because he doesn't want the entire Dragon Kingdom to become an emotionless robot. So for the fifth copy, he took the gene technology route. NZT-48 can break the limitations of the brain, so the new copy will break the body's potential zero. When the two are combined, the lifespan limit can be broken. So, what Chen Feng wants is not a mechanical ascension, but a god of science and technology. Soon. It's dawn. The first wave of wasteland beasts on the third day still showed no signs of appearing. But the fighters did not let their guard down. Whether it's normal or abnormal, the further back, the stronger and weirder the wasteland beast's strength becomes. But you can't stay up all of them. Yang Yongqiang has already started, letting the fighters take turns to rest. 100 people took a break at a time, and the rest time was 2 hours, but they did not arrange a rest for themselves. It's not about being strong, it's about taking control of the big picture. Brave soldiers are not uncommon, but it is rare to find a handsome man who can grasp the overall situation and strategize. And Yang Yongqiang. It's that rare handsome talent. It is precisely because of this that Chen Feng is ready to cultivate him more. The deputy captain walked over and asked, "Captain, why don't you squint for a while, and I will call you at any time if there is a situation." Yang Yongqiang pressed his eyebrows, shook his head and said, "Wait for the first wave of today." The vice captain nodded, "Okay." He knew Yang Yongqiang's temper, and what he decided would not change, and it was useless to persuade him. Then. Enemy attack. The wasteland beast is coming. Yes. The first wave of the third day is 0.5 earth beasts. Here it comes. Yang Yongqiang looked into the distance, where 3 wasteland beasts appeared. Huh, 3, the vice-captain's expression was a little stunned. Could it be that the 3 waves came together? Yang Yongqiang was also puzzled. Supreme Consciousness has said. Number of wave days. So. Day 1, 1 wave, 1. The next day, 2 waves, 2 of them. Day 3, 3 waves, 3. And so on. But why are there 3? Because it is too far away, whether it is the soldiers or the countrymen from the outside world. I can't see the strength of these 3 wasteland beasts clearly. So. Wait for them to get closer. Let's figure out the strength of these 3 wasteland beasts first. Then decide whether to kill them together or kill them separately. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 103. The first one. Name, Wasteland Ice Crystal Ape. Race, Ape. Strength, E. Characteristics, fierce and aggressive. Evaluation, the Wasteland Ice Crystal Ape is aggressive by nature and has a strong aggressive nature. The second one. Name, Wasteland Eugen Ape. Race, Ape. Strength, E. Characteristics, fierce and aggressive. Evaluation, although the Wasteland Eugen Ape is fierce, it has extremely high intelligence and is a military advisor among apes. The third one. Name, Wasteland Titan Great Ape. Race, Ape. Strength, E+. Features, calm. Evaluation, the Wasteland Titan Giant Ape does not have a high IQ, but it has rough skin and thick flesh, and with its excellent ability to resist attacks, it can resist the attacks of D-class wasteland beasts. Hint, they are 3 brothers. These 3 wasteland beasts. Is it a brother? Many people immediately thought of a sentence, fight tiger brothers, go into battle father and son soldiers. Seeing the details of the 3 wasteland beasts, Yang Yongqiang immediately gave an order. A squadron, in charge of the wasteland ice ape. Second squadron, in charge of the wasteland Eugen ape. 3 squadrons and 4 squadrons, in charge of the wasteland titan great ape. Remember, be sure to keep them separate. Hearing the captain's order, the fighters immediately went into action. The wasteland titan giant ape is the strongest, and it is also said in the evaluation that it has 0-1 rough skin and thick flesh, and can resist the attacks of D-class wasteland beasts. So, naturally, 200 people had to be assigned to deal with it. Soon, the battle began. The warriors easily separated the 3 wasteland beasts and divided the battlefield into 3 parts. The wasteland ice crystal ape and the wasteland Eugen ape are not difficult to deal with. The 2 brothers were an E and an E, and the fighters quickly settled the battle. And the wasteland titan giant ape. The battle isn't over yet. This product is really resistant to beating. It has some resistance to water, fire, lightning, electricity, wind, and earth. But still useless. With the addition of the first and second squadrons, the wasteland titan giant ape is also at the end of its crossbow and will soon be killed. A base in a beautiful country. They were also attacked by the wastelands. But only one of them came. Hurry, 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 prepare for battle. The general of the beautiful country shouted, "We must get the first kill this time." However, his voice had just fallen. Then came the voice of the Supreme Consciousness. The Dragon Kingdom successfully kills the Wasteland Ice Crystal Ape, the Wasteland Eugen Ape, and the Wasteland Titan Giant Ape, and wins the first kill of the 3rd wave on the 3rd day, and will receive the following rewards. 1. Add 30% for national luck, 15% of which is the first kill reward. 2. Add 30% for resources, 15% of which is the first kill reward. 3. 30 stronghold XP, 15 of which is the first kill reward. Farki, Farki, Farki. The soldiers of the beautiful country grew up and scolded, looking very irritable. The first 3 waves of the 3rd day, the Dragon Kingdom took all of them. No way. I just went to see it, and they came together in 3 waves, so it can only be said that it was a coincidence. Fake. Dragon Country's luck is really good. No way, no one can say about luck. Luck. Could it have something to do with the fortunes of the country? The Dragon Kingdom has a lot of fortunes, so it's so lucky. It shouldn't have anything to do with this. The national fortune represents resources, and it is a variety of rewards given by Supreme Consciousness, and it has nothing to do with the first kill and luck. Well, I don't think it's okay either. The people of the beautiful country all believe that the Dragon Kingdom can win all the first kills on the 3rd day, and it has nothing to do with the national fortune. I have been preparing for a long time, just to be able to get a first kill. On the 1st day, the Dragon Kingdom robbed. The next day, the first wave was robbed by the Dragon Kingdom, and the second wave was robbed by the Northern Bear Kingdom. On the 3rd day, the first wave was robbed by Pakistan. The beautiful country didn't have a single first kill. So the beautiful Chinese people think. The first kill is uncontrollable, it's just pure bad luck. Because the time of the Wasteland Beasts invasion is not fixed. It may come just after midnight, or it may not come until the last second. Especially for the 5 major powers in the first tier, it is completely a matter of luck. Come early, and the first kill will be taken. When the night came, I could only watch others take the first killing. There's no way, you can't take the initiative to go out and find the wasteland, right? Even if you go, the wasteland beast you find is not necessarily the wasteland beast that is going to invade the stronghold. But not really. Why did the Dragon Kingdom meet the 3 ape brothers and come together to invade the stronghold? Good luck. Why lucky? The national fortune has increased a lot. So this is one of the benefits of the country's fortune. In the eyes of many, the national transport resources. There are many national fortunes, and indeed there are many resources, but national fortunes are not just resources. Let's describe it this way. Nowadays, all the people in the Dragon Kingdom, whether it is career or relationship, can be said to be smooth sailing. The reason why it is so smooth is because of the increase in national fortunes. National fortune, a country's luck. There is a lot of luck, the natural wind and rain are smooth, and everything goes well. Foreigners all think, the Dragon Kingdom was able to win all the first kills on the third day, which can only be said to be a coincidence. No one expected that it was the three ape brothers who invaded the Dragon Kingdom stronghold. But the fact is because, there are too many national fortunes in the Dragon Kingdom, and everything is smooth. The 100 soldiers who were exploring the path before happened to hear the shouts of the soldiers of the Stick Country. The three current ape brothers came together to invade the stronghold. It's all because of the fortunes of the country. Dragon Country. There was a heated discussion at the forum. Haha. We've got the first kill again. No way, luck comes, no one can stop it. Try to win the fourth, fifth, sixth day. Forget it, take all the first kills, haha. The people of the country were in high spirits. The first kill will give an extra reward, which country doesn't want it? As for winning all the first kills in the future, read the violent novel, go to the Philo Novel Network. After all, the timing of the appearance of the wasteland beast is uncertain. But it's really possible to take it? At least until the 10th day, the Dragon Kingdom may be taken. Chen Feng had speculated before that the Supreme Consciousness had begun to give up on weak countries. Then the power it recognizes will definitely give some additional rewards without affecting the balance. So, the first kill is one of the added rewards. Day 4. The voice of the Supreme Consciousness came. If the Dragon Kingdom successfully kills the Wasteland Beast and wins the first kill of the fourth wave of the fourth day, you will receive the following rewards. 1. Add 30% for national luck, 15% of which is the first kill reward. 2. Add 30% for resources, 15% of which is the first kill reward. 3. 30 stronghold XP, 15 of which is the first kill reward. Chinese, it's us again. Foreigner, Dragon Kingdom again? Day 5. The voice of the Supreme Consciousness came. If the Dragon Kingdom successfully kills the Wasteland Beast and wins the first kill of the fifth wave of the fifth day, you will receive the following rewards. 1. Add 30% for national luck, 15% of which is the first kill reward. 2. Add 30% for resources, 15% of which is the first kill reward. 3. 30 stronghold XP, 15 of which is the first kill reward. Chinese, or us. Foreigner, Dragon Kingdom again. Day 6. The voice of the Supreme Consciousness came. If the Dragon Kingdom successfully kills the Wasteland Beast and wins the first kill of the 6 waves on the 6th day, the following rewards will be obtained. 1. Add 30% for national luck, 15% of which is the first kill reward. 2. Add 30% for resources, 15% of which is the first kill reward. 3. 30 stronghold XP, 15 of which is the first kill reward. Chinese, why are we still here? Foreigner, why is it the Dragon Kingdom again? Day 7, Day 8, Day 9, Day 10. From the 3rd day to the end of the 10th day today, the first kill was all won by the Dragon Kingdom. Chinese people, numb. Always take the first kill, and everyone will have to be numb. Foreigners, too, are numb. Has been killed by someone else's head, and anyone else will get numb. And at this moment, there are only 12 countries left in the battlefield of national fortune. The strongholds of the rest of the countries were all destroyed by the wastelands. Deprivation of qualifications to enter the battlefield of national sports. Obliterate the quest creator. Deduct the country's national fortune. Disaster befalls you. The Supreme Consciousness will isolate these nations. No one can get out, no one can get in. Not to mention that no one goes to the rescue, even if someone wants to rescue, they can't get in. The rest of the countries. Dragon Country, Beautiful Country, Northern Bear Country, Sci-fi Country, Eagle Hook Country. The three countries of Argentina, the Island Country, the Maple Leaf Country, the Australia Country, the Car Country, the Burrito Country, the Pizza Country. Then, the voice of the Supreme Consciousness resounded again. After 10 days of successful defense, you can choose to abandon defense at any time. Hint 1, after giving up the defense, there will be no more wasteland beasts invading the stronghold. Timothy 0:20 Show 2, after giving up the defense, 50% of the rewards obtained in the stronghold protection ranking match will be deducted. This. Many people have a stunned expression. Give up resisting, and deduct 50% of all the rewards you received before? I worked hard before, and I finally survived 10 days, and the reward was halved. Anyway, our Dragon Kingdom will not give up, and we will not be less rewarded. That's right. The old gods of the people are here. The Dragon Kingdom has always been taking the first kill and has received so many rewards, how can it be possible to give up at this time? What's more, with the great god Chenfeng here, why give up? Pretty country. High-rise meeting room. They are having a video conference with Austria. Australia, if you beautiful country wants us to continue, then you have to give us some compensation. Pretty country, our previous cooperation agreement was not like this. Australia, I didn't say it before, giving up will have the reward. Pretty country, okay, I'll give you another 500 alchemy potions, the second generation of alchemy. Australia, not enough. Pretty country, huh? Australia, we want the method of making the second generation of alchemy potions. Pretty country, don't go too far. Australia, this is the bottom line, you guys think about it? After a long time, the beautiful country, okay, we agreed. End of communication. Farki, Farki, Farki. The supreme ruler of the beautiful country was furious, but there was nothing he could do. Things have come to this point that they can't give up. After a pause, he said, pick up the island nation for me. Soon. Video communication is on. Island nation, we're going to raise the price. Pretty country. Island nation, we want a second generation alchemy potion manufacturing method. Pretty country, good. End of communication. The newsletter continues. As he expected, several other countries will also increase their prices. Thereupon, the secret recipe of the second generation of alchemical potions, given to 4 countries at the same time. The supreme ruler of the beautiful country. Not angry this time. It's just a second generation alchemy potion, and besides, you all want it, so it's not a secret recipe. Give it and give it. As long as you can. Destroy the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 104. Dragon Kingdom Stronghold. The moment when the voice of Supreme Consciousness sounded. Chenfeng just constructed the framework of the new copy. Next, it only takes half a day to get the copy done. Of course. It will take a few more days for the replica to build. On the 15th day, before the end of the 5th round, the creation of the 5th dungeon was completed. The beautiful country has united several countries and wants to use the Stronghold Protection Ranking Tournament to destroy the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. As everyone knows, Chenfeng wants to use their strategy to break the limit of the 15 waves. Standing up and moving his muscles, Chenfeng muttered in his heart, then next. The plan begins. He's looking forward to 2 things right now. 1. After breaking the 15-day wave limit, what will be the reaction of the Supreme Consciousness? What reward will Supreme Consciousness give? This is a question worth pondering. 2. The creators of dungeons in various countries should also make a move this time. What kind of strength will the creator of the copy of another country be? Come to think of it. Chen Feng muttered again, I hope you don't let me down. Dragon Country. National Movement Battlefield Forum. Next, it's the 11th wave, I'm looking forward to it. Judging by the prompts of the Supreme Consciousness. Why do I think the real beginning is from day 11? You don't have to think so, everyone should think so. Yes, the first 10 days, it felt like taking care of the weak countries, giving them one. It's a chance to hold on. According to your will. Then the 6th round, the 7th round. The gap between the strong and the weak is going to be completely opened. Of course, otherwise, what's the point of the dungeon game and the battlefield of national fortune? The people of the country are enthusiastically discussing. Many people can see that this is going to completely widen the gap. But Dragon Kingdom should be T0 level. The Beautiful Country, the French West Country, the Northern Bear Country and the Eagle Hook Country, these 4 countries are T1 level. Island Country, Burrito Country, Maple Leaf Country, Burrito Country. These countries will be T2. The rest of the countries are from T3 to TN, etc. So here's the problem. After the Stronghold Protection ranking match, what will be the next round? Continue to expand your base? Still is. Will there be a trick of the heart again? No one knows, but it has caused countless people to speculate. Then the voice of the Supreme Consciousness came. The Burrito Nation has given up on continuing to resist, and there will be no more wasteland beasts invading its stronghold. The first country that would rather have the reward than give up the defense appeared. But nobody said anything. The dangers of the wasteland beast are well known. Especially on the 10th day, on which the strongholds of 10 countries were destroyed. The national fortune is deducted, disaster strikes, and countless deaths and injuries are numerous. A disaster of this level is really no different from the destruction of a country. So after careful consideration, the Burrito country decided to give up and continue to resist. Successfully resisting for 10 days is already very good, at least the first 12 are not running, and you can also get a lot of national luck rewards at that time. Then the voice of the Supreme Consciousness came again. The Pizza Nation has given up on continuing to resist, and there will be no more wasteland beasts invading its stronghold. The second. The voice of the Supreme Consciousness came. If the Auto Nation gives up its defense, there will be no more wasteland beasts invading its stronghold. The third, the fourth, the fifth. Until the end, there is still a battlefield of national fortune left. Dragon Country. Pretty Country. Eagle Hook Country. Fassy Country. Northern Bear Country. Island Nations. Maple Leaf Country. Australia. There were only 7 countries left, and it was decided to continue to resist. Are Australia still resisting? In the previous invasion of the wasteland beasts, it was the Beautiful Country that sent people to help, so that they could survive until now, and they still didn't give up. The island nation is really inflated, it was almost dead every day before, and the creators of the dungeon were all injured a lot, and they didn't give up. Whatever. If you look for death yourself, no one can save you. Australia and island countries still choose to continue to resist, which many people did not expect. But didn't think much about it. They all believe that island countries and Australia are looking for their own death. As for the Maple Leaf Country, although it is not as good as the 5 major powers, it is infinitely close. It's normal for the Maple Leaf Country not to give up, and it may be that it wants to fight hard and become a T1 level country. This is normal. Fight, you may win, you may lose. But if you don't fight, you'll never win. Pretty country. If you read a violent novel, go to feel a novel network. Han Palace. In the high-rise conference room. The supreme ruler of the beautiful country said with a very serious expression. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important moment. Our plan is naturally very meticulous. No matter how strong the Dragon Kingdom is, it is impossible to stop so many wasteland beasts. In order to successfully lure the wasteland beast to the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom, we will give each country the latest alchemy potion. And in the strongholds of various countries, there are a large number of animals stored, and we can use our alchemy potion to create artificial wasteland beasts. Use these man-made wastelands to lure the invading wasteland mons away. The supreme ruler of the beautiful country continued. But there's one biggest problem. What kind of strength will the wasteland beast that invaded the stronghold on the 11th day be? As we all know, the strength of the wasteland beasts is not fixed. It can be strong or it can be weak. So I decided that it would be necessary to lead to the Dragon Kingdom stronghold if I encountered at least a B-level wasteland beast. Otherwise, the wasteland beast is too weak, and it won't have any impact on the Dragon Kingdom at all. Hearing this, the rest of the people nodded their heads. Well, very nice plan. Just follow your plan and start doing it. So, the Dragon Slaying Project, it's officially started. National Fortune Battlefield. Australia. At the bottom of the colony, there is a secret room. Hundreds of animals are held here. Australian soldiers opened the door to the secret room. Hundreds of soldiers, all holding alchemical potions given by the beautiful country in their hands. Puff puff. They began to inject the animals with alchemical potions. Soon. Bang. There was an explosion coming. An animal in the appearance of a goat exploded and died. The soldiers seemed to be surprised, and continued to pick up new alchemical potions and inject the other animal. Eagle Hook Country. Same as Australia. They also caught a lot of animals in advance. At the moment, he is also giving these animals the alchemy potion given by the beautiful country. There are successes and failures, and the success rate is about 15%. Ultimately, more than 70 man-made wasteland beasts have appeared. Glancing at the man-made wasteland beast sitting on the ground, waiting for orders, the quest creator of the Eagle Hook Nation muttered. What a terrible potion. If we continue to improve, we will definitely be able to create even more powerful wasteland beasts. The most important thing is absolute obedience. Maple Leaf Country Stronghold. More than 50 human-only wasteland beasts appeared in front of everyone. Although they are weak, they are enough to act as bait. The Maple Leaf Country dungeon creator turned around and ordered. Remember, make sure to lure the wasteland beast to the Dragon Kingdom stronghold. Even if you die, you have to die in the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. Got it? A group of Maple Leaf Country soldiers immediately said, yes, sir. Stronghold of an island nation. Look at 60 man-made wasteland beasts. The creator of the quest in the island nation nodded frequently. Yo West, yo West. Unite the power of the 6 nations. Oh, the country of Styx is gone. Combine the power of the 5 kingdoms to deal with your Dragon Kingdom. This time, I look at your Dragon Kingdom, what other flowers can be turned over? These wasteland beasts are not very strong, but they are absolutely obedient. Injected with alchemical potions, they have no fear. Even if they are allowed to commit suicide, these artificial wasteland beasts will not hesitate. Rush. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 105. 104 11 waves of wasteland beasts come together, quickly, lead to the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. Day 11. The voice of supreme consciousness is delayed. Because it wants to give those hesitant countries some time to think. Abandon the defense and the reward is halved. It seems that the loss is huge, but it is actually very profitable, because there are still 5 days to go. 11 days, 11 waves, 11 wasteland beasts. Because Supreme Consciousness has never said what the highest strength of the wasteland beast in the stronghold protection ranking competition will be. God knows if these 11 wasteland beasts came together or separately. God knows if these 11 wasteland beasts are A+, or even S-class. Not to mention those countries that are not the 5 great powers. Even if they are the 5 great powers, they will have to die if they encounter an S-class wasteland beast. Although, you can also give up defending at any time later. But giving up at any time is not something you think you can't beat and then you can give up. You have to carry this day before you can give up. So, give up now, it's the best choice. However, wait until what should be given up is given up. The voice of the Supreme Consciousness came as promised. Day 11, Wave, the wasteland beast is coming, please prepare to protect your stronghold. Tip 1, if the stronghold is destroyed, it will wipe out the country and everyone in the national sports battlefield. Tip 2, there will be 11 waves of wasteland beasts attacking today, the time is uncertain, and there may even be an invasion. Tip 3, starting from day 11, wave, the wasteland beast will not appear below E rank. After hearing the voice of the Supreme Consciousness, everyone was shocked. The main event begins. Moreover, from the 11th day onwards, all the previous rules will be gone, and it will be a new one. Dragon Country. The location of the high rise. The white-haired old man lowered his head and looked at the statistics in his hand. This statistic is the information of all the wasteland beasts killed in the first 10 days of the Dragon Kingdom. Highest. Only 120 B-rank demon plants have appeared. Rest. It's all wasteland beasts below Class B. Supreme Consciousness mentioned before that a wasteland beast will not appear in the first 10 days, waves. That is to say, the truly powerful wasteland beasts will appear in the next 5 days, waves. The appearance of a wasteland beast is inevitable. The white-haired old man frowned. I'm afraid, there will be an S-class wasteland beast. With a sigh, he put the information in his hand aside, and then picked up another one. These materials are the materials that still choose to continue to resist the country in the battlefield of national fortune. The beautiful country has never encountered a B-class wasteland beast. The strongest in the Maple Leaf country is only C+. The island nation is the same, with only one C-class wasteland beast. Australian. Oh, and there was a B wasteland beast in Australia. Eagle Hook country is the strongest, but C+. The white-haired old man's brows furrowed even more. If they lure the wasteland beasts to the stronghold of my dragon kingdom, can Chen and the soldiers stop it? Thinking of this, the white-haired old man's face gradually became angry. In fact, he was also deployed in the shadows. If the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom is destroyed because of the framing of the beautiful country, then don't blame the Dragon Country for being ruthless. National Fortune Battlefield. Dragon Kingdom Stronghold. Supreme Consciousness gives time for some countries to consider giving up on resisting. It can also be regarded as giving some time to rest for countries that do not plan to give up resisting. This made the fighters who had stayed up for so many days finally have a good night's sleep. The 100 warriors who had gone out to explore the road before also rushed back on the 5th day. With 100 more people, the combat effectiveness is naturally much stronger. Of course, it's not just combat power that brings back. And some news. After hearing the news that the beautiful country has united with the stick country and wants to lure the wasteland beast to the stronghold of the dragon country. Mara, these white-skinned pigs want to die, right? Yang Yongqiang scolded loudly, wait for labor and management. When this round passes, I have to bring someone to break them out. What the? You think it's just talking? But the soldiers who are familiar with Yang Yongqiang know the temperament of this captain. Generally, I don't brag about it, but if I say it, I must do what I say. Thinking of the picture of the indiscriminate killing of the stronghold of the beautiful country with the captain. Tut. That's pretty exciting. Then a voice came, "What are you talking about when you are so excited?" Yang Yongqiang subconsciously said, "It's nothing, think about how to do it." Huh. Halfway through his words, he realized that the person who spoke was Chen Feng. Yang Yongqiang immediately changed his words, cough. "It's nothing, he. In front of Chen Feng, he was embarrassed to say those bullish words, although he would make those words come true. "It's a good thing to dare to fight," Chen Feng patted Yang Yongqiang on the shoulder, and then said, "but it's a pity that you may not have that chance anymore." "Ah! Did you hear what you just said by an idol?" Yang Yongqiang was a little embarrassed for a moment, but then, "No chance? What does this mean?" Chen Feng didn't explain, but said, "Next, we're going to encounter more wasteland beasts. As for the reason, as you all know, I won't go into too much detail. And your next task is simple. It's pretending. Pretend not to know anything. Don't show that we have the strength to wait for you to lure the wastelands here. If you still have the strength to spare, you have to pretend to do your best, and you will soon be gone. And also, don't use a hex weapon, even if you're facing death. Don't worry, with me, you can't die. Got it?" Yang Yongqiang immediately understood what Chen Feng meant, and said, "Guarantee to complete the task." He understands. This is called casting a long line and catching a big fish. Yang Yongqiang and the soldiers all know the power of Hex's weapons. Their individual combat weapons are okay, and the 4 Hex tech cannons in the stronghold are definitely a wasteland beast with one shot. If it is lower than the D level, it is definitely a spike, and even if it is the C level, it is not daring to carry it head on. Besides, on the top floor of the Science and Technology Tower, there is also a weapon carefully designed by Chen Feng with a hex core. Is it powerful? Before killing the B-class wasteland corpse tree in seconds, it was, abeg, this weapon. Pretty country. The GIs were all focused. If you read a violent novel, go to Filu Novel Network. No one can say when the wasteland beast will return. According to the plan instructions given from above. If there are no B-class wasteland beasts, then destroy them on the spot and wait for the next wave. Because it doesn't reach the B level, it doesn't pose a threat to the Dragon Kingdom at all. Knock knock knock. Then, the wasteland beast has appeared. Name, 3 wolves in the wasteland. Race, wolf clan. Strength, C+. Characteristics, ferocious, aggressive. Evaluation, the 3 heads of the 3 wolves in the wasteland all have independent thinking abilities, and the 3 heads have different abilities. Prepare for battle. It's not worth leading to the Dragon Kingdom. Destroy it on the spot. Maple Leaf Country. The soldiers were just as nervous. Their overall strength is lower than that of the 5 major powers. If it weren't for the sake of cooperation, the Maple Leaf Country would have given up resisting. Then, someone shouted, "The wasteland beast is coming." It was a snake that was hundreds of meters long, but it only had a skeleton, and it looked very weird and infiltrating. Name, Wasteland Bone Python. Race, Snake Clan. Strength, C+. Features, like bones. Evaluation, the wasteland beast bone python doesn't like meat, it will kill its prey, and wait until the prey turns into a skeleton, and then integrate its bones into itself, so as to increase its size and strength. Eagle Hook Country. The knights of the Round Table rode on their horses and looked into the distance with a haughty expression. Knights from abroad. It's all an expression that everyone owes me money. If it weren't for this expression, you'd be embarrassed to greet other knights. Now, they also encountered the first wave of wasteland beasts on the 11th day. Name, Heath six-winged bird. Race, birds. Strength, E. Features, you like to eat the eyeballs of creatures. Evaluation, the wasteland hexapan is not strong, but it is extremely fast, and it likes to eat the eyeballs of eating creatures, so please protect your eyes when you encounter it. E-class. The crowd shook their heads. Such a weak wasteland beast, attracting to the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom, is equivalent to sending experience points to the other party. Island nations. Unlike other countries, their stronghold. Empty. It's not that there's really no one, but it's all hidden. Ninja. I want to hide when I'm idle. Then. Rhythmic whistles rang out. It's a ninja's code, which means, the wasteland beast is coming. Name, Wasteland Shadow Frog. Race, Frog Clan. Strength, D. Feature, none. Evaluation, the Wasteland Shadow Frog is very good at stealth, and has the ability to make the area dark for a short time, please be extra careful. Ninja vs Shadow Frog. Boy. This is a peer meeting a peer. Australia. As far as the current battlefield of national fortune is concerned, they are the weakest countries. Not one of them. Even island nations are a little better than them. So on the 11th day, the Australian soldiers were terrified. Then. The wasteland beast is coming, on the left. On the left, isn't it on the right, and there's a wasteland beast on the right. No. Behind, in the back. In the air, in the air. Underground, underground. The Australian soldiers panicked, because there were wasteland beasts in the front and back, left and right, in the sky and underground. Counted carefully. 11 PCS. 11 days, 11 waves, 11 animals. It's 11 AM on the 11th day. 11 days, 11 o'clock, 11 waves, 11. 4:11. The Australian soldiers panicked at that time, and even weakened their legs with fright. There are 11 wasteland beasts at once, who can withstand this? It's over, it's so many at once, how are we going to deal with it? Deal with it? This definitely can't be handled, and it must be led to the Dragon Country stronghold. After a cursory look at the information of these wasteland beasts. 3D class. 3F class. 3C grade. 2B grade. A. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 106. 11 days. 11 o'clock. 11 waves. 11 PCS. Met for 11 Australia. Detonated the world. What kind of luck is this? It's bad luck, isn't it? It's time to give up, it's time to give up, it's over the calf, right? It is estimated that I saw the help of the beautiful country, and I wanted to be greedy, but the result was a direct pill. It's still the old saying of our Dragon Kingdom, greed is not enough and the snake swallows the elephant. This time I directly played myself to death. Naturally, the Chinese people don't care about the situation in Australia. So, the discussion posts are somewhat educational. If Australia had not been greedy, it would not have encountered 411. Doesn't it smell good to give up just to resist it? Not only can it make up for the impact of the previous disaster, but it can also get a lot of national luck. Covet. There is a price to pay. Australia. It's over, it's over. There are 11 wasteland beasts down this time, isn't this driving people to their deaths? Fake, why should you be greedy? Can't you just give up resisting? Although the reward is halved, it is still more than the previous reward. I don't understand why I should be greedy. Stupid official. Stupid ruler. Labor and management law to conquer your whole family. The Australian people began to curse angrily. Why? Isn't it fragrant to be safe and steady, give up resistance, and develop slowly? But they don't know about the deal between Australia and the beautiful country. In the eyes of Australia's top management, if this cooperation can end perfectly, the previous losses, the previous disasters, can not only be made up, but also make a lot of money. 1. The beautiful country gave them the manufacturing method of the second-generation alchemy potion. 2. As long as you can survive the 11th wave and then give up resisting, there will be no halving of the rewards. The person in charge of Australia is still very ambitious, and he doesn't want to lag behind all the time. If they succeed this time, then they will be the strongest country under the 5 powers. So, Australia's top brass is ready to fight? Anyway, the wasteland beasts that invaded on the 11th day will lead to the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. Even if it fails, the big deal is the death of the soldiers in the stronghold. Pretty country. What kind of luck is this? 11 wasteland beasts are actually coming together. Australia is really unlucky. Australia is now finished. It's not necessarily over, unless they can lure the wasteland beasts to the strongholds of other countries. There are many discussions among netizens in the beautiful country, and there is a sense of déjà vu to see the excitement. However, at this time, in the building inside the Australian stronghold, an artificial wasteland beast suddenly rushed out. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dozens of seconds later, dozens of artificial wasteland beasts appeared in people's sight. What? Isn't this a man-made wasteland beast made of alchemy potions in our beautiful country? Why does Australia have it too? Was it sold to Australia? Sell, I sent someone to help before, and now there is a man-made wasteland beast, and the intention is already obvious. I'm sorry, I still don't understand, what is the intention you said? The previous stick country and the current Australia country have all cooperated with our beautiful country, as for the purpose of cooperation. Naturally, it's against the Dragon Kingdom. 3 grams of oil. Ness. Beautiful. It's long overdue, otherwise if the Dragon Kingdom is so ahead, when will we be able to catch up? Yes. Seeing the man-made wasteland beast, the people of the beautiful country immediately understood that this was going to target the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. Dragon Country. National Games Battlefield Forum. Instant explosion. Countless posts, countless replies, gushed out in an instant at this moment. Made, it's not just the stick country, Australia is also cooperating with the beautiful country. I'll just say that Australia's little strength, why are you unwilling to give up? It turns out that this is the reason. When the stronghold protection ranking competition is over, the soldiers of our national games battlefield will definitely set foot on your Australian stronghold. The country of sticks has brought about its own destruction, and your Australia is not far away. The people of the country were furious. No one in the Dragon Kingdom provoked or framed others. It's nothing more than too fast development, too many first kills, and too many rewards, which has aroused the jealousy and redness of other countries. Great God Chen Feng and the warriors, they don't know about this situation at all. We can see it, the soldiers can't see it, what can we do now? Please, 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 Great God Chen Feng, quickly use your magical powers to discover the movement of Australia. I've been single for 30 years, in exchange for the Dragon Kingdom to be able to spend it safely. 30 years, I've been single all my life. The people of the country were anxious, and some people even went to the official to ask the official to think of a way to see how to notify Chen Feng. However, there have never been casualties in the Dragon Kingdom, and there is no need to replenish people at all. If you don't make up for people, you naturally can't bring in the news. Unless the Dragon Kingdom stronghold has been upgraded and the number of places has been expanded. But even if you have enough experience points, you can't upgrade your stronghold until the end of this round. Senior Conference Room. All the high-level officials had solemn expressions. If Australia really lured the 11 wasteland beasts to the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. Dangerous. It's really dangerous. Besides, among these 11 wasteland beasts, there is also an A-rank wasteland beast. AHH. It's a wasteland beast that hasn't been seen before. No one knows how powerful it is. What if Chen Feng wasn't the opponent of the A-rank wasteland beast? Even if Chen Feng entangled the A-grade wasteland beast, there were still 2 B-grade wasteland beasts. Although the warriors cooperated well and were very strong, it was impossible for them to defeat 2 B-rank wasteland beasts at the same time. Moreover, there are also 3 C-class and 3 D-class. And its own stronghold, the wasteland beast. This time, we will face unprecedented danger. If the defense fails, our stronghold will be destroyed. Is that? The white-haired old man took a deep breath, and then said in a cold tone. Launch the dragon. The target, the beautiful country, the Han Palace. Australian stronghold. Several Australian soldiers came out of the stronghold and ran straight ahead. They didn't come out on their own, but on man-made wastelands. When you get closer. Roar. The artificial wasteland beast roared. The D-class wasteland beast was immediately attracted, and then began to pick up speed, charging towards the artificial wasteland. The soldier on the man-made wasteland beast shouted, "Run!" Sue. A few soldiers riding man-made wasteland beasts immediately ran eastward. The beautiful country has stepped on the point before, and knows that the stronghold of the dragon country is due east. Seeing that the prey was about to run, this D-class wasteland beast hurriedly sped up and chased after it. The wastelandmen that invaded the human stronghold were different from the normal wastelandmen. These wasteland beasts seem to have been altered by the Supreme Consciousness. And their premise is, kill all the humans, destroy the human stronghold. So whenever they see a human, they will chase after them. Seeing that the wasteland beast had been chasing, the Australian soldiers immediately breathed a sigh of relief. They are afraid. I'm afraid that the wasteland beast won't be able to lure it away. I'm afraid that the wasteland beast will only stare at the stronghold, read the violent novel, go to the Fila novel network. Fortunately, still succeeded. Haha, the Australian soldier laughed, this turtle-like guy is too slow, isn't it? Speech. Not finished. Because he and the man-made wasteland beast he was riding turned into a pool of blood in an instant. A few other Australian soldiers. They looked back in amazement to find that the wasteland beast, which looked like a tortoise, was able to emit a green foam from its mouth. Just now, his companion was hit by green foam, and instantly turned into a pool of blood. Hiss. Several people gasped. Smack. They slapped the man-made wasteland beast hard and shouted in horror, "Run! Run!" Directly behind. 5 Australian soldiers, riding a man-made wasteland, also led away a snake wasteland. But before he could run a kilometer, a man had already died. Because this wasteland beast two-headed golden snake can spew high-temperature fireballs. The Australian soldier who died did not even leave a bone residue, only a puddle of ashes. The wind that was brought up by the man-made wasteland beast blew. Well, even the ashes are gone. Left. A few soldiers riding a man-made wasteland beast led a wasteland beast away. It was supposed to be 6 people, but now there are only 4 left. Because This wasteland ghost-faced spider emits spider silk. Once touched by the spider silk, the whole person instantly turned purple, and it only took about 10 seconds to lose life. Right. These Australian soldiers are better. There were no dead people, just this wasteland thunder fire scorpion, and their whole body was numb from electricity. A good white person becomes a black person in an instant. There are 11 wasteland beasts. Australia was divided into 11 teams. But the saddest thing is the squad responsible for luring away the A-class wasteland beasts. Name: Wasteland Beast Ice Monitor Lizard. Race: Lizard Clan. Strength: A. Evaluation: the Wasteland Ice and Snow Monitor Lizard can control a small area of weather and turn a certain area into ice and snow. 0 Begging for flowers. Australian soldiers attach great importance to this A-class Wasteland Ice and Snow Monitor Lizard. So the creator of the Australian copy decided to take it away himself. But the process is painful. Australia's quest creator, and he rides a man-made wasteland beast, which is frozen into an ice sculpture from time to time. If it is replaced by Australian soldiers, it is estimated that it will be completely cold. But Australia's dungeon creator is also a B-level strength, so he can still break the ice without being beaten in a single move. But half of his arm was unconscious. If it goes on like this, it will become an ice sculpture sooner or later. Fortunately, they were not a desperate distance from the Dragon Kingdom stronghold. The creator of the Australian copy thinks that he can still hold on. Dragon Country. The National Games Battlefield Forum has been blown up. Countless posts poured out. The direction of the Australian soldiers is to the east. Aren't we in the east? Why, Australia really isn't human, right? All right, all right, all right. Don't let us survive this time, or the warriors will wash your stronghold in blood. The people were angry and worried. So many wasteland beasts, plus the Dragon Kingdom's own wasteland beasts. How are the warriors going to solve it? Thinking of this, the Chinese people were very worried, and then even more angry. Although Australia is polite, the mastermind behind the scenes is still a beautiful country, these dogs say. Sooner or later they will be killed. Why don't you fight them? Where's the evidence? Aren't these man-made wasteland beasts the best evidence? People can say this is what Australia bought from us at a high price. What can you do? CAO. Then leave it alone, just go and finish the fight. It's not as simple as you think, because once you do it, the changes will be very big. Unless, as a last resort. P.S. It is impossible for the outside world to fight, otherwise this book will be gone, and it will be sealed. Pretty country. They slew 3 waves of wastelandmen. 1 E-class, 2 D-class. The price was, several dead, a dozen seriously wounded. On the top floor of the laboratory, the creator of the copy of the beautiful country stood by the window, muttering in his heart, I don't know the situation in Australia. All items from the outside world cannot be brought into the battlefield of national transportation. It's not that the beautiful country has not thought about making liaison equipment in the battlefield of national fortune, but whether it is a telegram or something else, it is useless. This proves that all the technology on the Blue Star cannot take effect here, so it is a big problem to contact this part. If Australia can't bear it now, choose to lure the wasteland beast to the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. That's fine. It's a test of the Dragon Kingdom. Now this situation, even if it is exposed, I am not afraid. Because the beautiful country has been dying. When someone dies, there will be a new person to fill the place. Through the news brought in by the newcomers, they learned that there were still no warriors killed in the Dragon Kingdom. That is to say, whether it's the dungeon creator of the Dragon Country, or the warriors of the Dragon Country stronghold, they don't know the plan of the beautiful country. Thinking of this, The corners of the mouth of the creator of the beautiful country dungeon hooked up an arc. Immortal, it's really powerful. But the immortal also makes you Dragon Kingdom unable to get the latest news. This is where the short version of your Dragon Kingdom is. Even if someone dies this time, let the Dragon Kingdom be on guard. No. They can't stop it. Because they don't know, we've contacted a few countries. Dragon Country. Wait for the stronghold to be destroyed and disaster to come. Pretty country. Looking at the screen in Australia, all the high-level officials frowned. According to the plan, it will be at least 13 days, which is also the 13th wave, before the plan will be implemented. But with the actions of Australia, the plan was brought forward a lot. But the beautiful country doesn't blame Australia. After all, no one thought that the wasteland beasts would come together. The supreme ruler said regretfully, "It's just that there is only one a wasteland beast, which is a little worse than we expected." Another high-ranking member of a beautiful country sneered. 11 wasteland beasts, 1A, 3B rank, plus their own wasteland beasts. Even if the creator of the Dragon Kingdom quest makes a move, they may not be able to beat it. Even if we can keep our stronghold, we will probably be hit hard. How else are they going to deal with 12 days, 13 days, 14 days? What's more, we still have a backhand. PS, ask for a subscription, ask for a chase, ask for a long time. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 107. Dragon Kingdom Stronghold. The fighters have just finished a battle. From morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they had already eliminated 6 waves of wasteland beasts. It's fast. Because the wasteland beasts that appear are not strong. The strongest one is only E+. Just go out with a squad and you can easily kill them. Then, the 7th wave of wasteland beasts is coming. It was a wasteland beast that was less than half a meter long, much like a mouse, but not as weak as a mouse. Name, Wasteland Giant Scythe Squirrel. Race, Rat Clan. Strength, D+. Comments, the Wasteland Scythe has a strong attack, especially its sickle-shaped tail. Seeing the detailed information of this wasteland beast, many people were stunned. So small, there is AD and force? It's not that size means strength, but most of the wasteland beasts I encountered before were 220, the bigger and stronger they were. Yang Yongqiang took a deep breath and began to arrange the battle. On the Science and Technology Tower, Chen Feng, who was watching Yang Yongqiang give orders, kept nodding frequently. Command this thing. How to say it? It's not just a matter of one person. That's why it is said that brave soldiers are very common, but it is difficult to find a handsome and talented general. Before entering the battlefield of the national games, Yang Yongqiang was the captain of the special squad. The experience on the battlefield of the national games has made Yang Yongqiang's command ability stronger. Before, he could only command 1 or 20 people, and any more would be a bit chaotic. Now, commanding 400 or 500 people is also hand-to-hand, and there is no problem at all. Even if the number of people doubles, Yang Yongqiang estimates that there will be no problem. It's the result of the experience. With the result, Chen Feng was naturally happy, because it was impossible for him to personally go into battle and command. First, I have to create a copy myself. With the improvement of the strength of the Chinese people, the copy no longer needs to be too simple, which is a lot easier. Second, you have to calculate the supreme consciousness. What is supreme consciousness? What does supreme consciousness want to do? Supreme consciousness, why are you in a hurry? Supreme consciousness, why? There are too many questions for Chen Feng to explore. The creators of dungeons in other countries are still thinking about how to create the next dungeon and how to break through a Chen Feng had already begun to calculate the supreme consciousness. The gap between the two sides. No. It should be said that it is a hierarchy. Chen Feng and the rest of the copy creators are no longer at the same level. Then. The battle has begun. Outside. The Chinese people glanced at the Australian screen. This place seems to be the place where the warriors killed the wasteland snow fox, right? Yes, this is it. I remember this place very well. Doesn't that mean that these brutes in Australia are about to arrive at the stronghold of our dragon country? After the wasteland snow fox, there is the tree, the polluted ancient tree of life. Grass, it's really almost there. The countrymen glanced at their own screens again. The warriors were still fighting, not realizing in the slightest that someone had framed them. Thereupon, the people are in a hurry. What can I do? The soldiers quickly find out. If you don't notice it again, something is going to be wrong. Pretty country. It's coming, it's coming. Ha ha ha. This time, I'll see what you Dragon Kingdom will do. Look how you're done. The people of the Dragon Kingdom must be in a hurry, right? Ha ha. It's useless to be anxious. Mortal end. No one is useful. The beautiful people are elated, all kinds of ridicule, all kinds of ridicule, all kinds of schadenfreude. Han Palace. The top executives were also nervous, looking at the screen in the air. In their opinion, if you read a violent novel, go to Philu Novel Network. Even if the 11 wasteland beasts introduced by Australia can't completely destroy the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom, they can still cause heavy losses to the Dragon Kingdom. First of all, of the 500 soldiers of the Dragon Kingdom, more than 90% of them will definitely die. For a long time, no one has died in the Dragon Kingdom, which is not a good thing. A veteran of a long-term battlefield is still a place on the battlefield of national fortune. Every veteran is a terrifying being. Every veteran can take charge of his own affairs. Because the veteran and the wasteland beast have a lot of combat experience and a strong heart. The recruits who came in to fill in the position, facing the wasteland beast for the first time, will always be empty in their hearts, and the pressure will be very high. Secondly, that is wasteland ice and snow lizard. It is the hope of a beautiful country. Even if you can't kill the dungeon creator of the Dragon Kingdom, you can still hit it hard. Once the dungeon creator is injured, he is bound to resist for the next few days. Let alone the island nation and the Eagle Hook country haven't moved yet. National Fortune Battlefield. Dragon Stronghold 0. The top of the tech tower. Chen Feng was looking into the distance. His eyesight is now better than that of ordinary military telescopes. Therefore, I can clearly see that directly in front of the stronghold, about a dozen kilometers away, there are several huge wasteland beasts, running forward quickly. Oh! Chen Feng pursed his lips and said in a disdainful tone. What a shit! On the 11th day, you brought in the wasteland beasts. The wasteland beast on the 11th day, if you die, you will have an A. It's boring. Has always been a wasteland beast, it is really not worth Chen Feng's shot. Chen Feng muttered, well, let's use the 4C science and technology cannons on the wall first. Nearly 20 minutes later, the warriors took out the wasteland giant scythe. No one died, but more than 100 soldiers were wounded. Among them, dozens of fighters were hit by the tail of the wasteland giant scythe and entered a near-death state in an instant. That is, the golden holy rain was fed in time. If it was a while, the golden holy rain would not be able to save them. Then, knock knock knock. The ground shook slightly. Yang Yangqiang's eyes froze, and he immediately looked into the distance. Although there is still some distance, it can be clearly seen that 3 huge wasteland beasts are running towards the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. And in front of these 3 wasteland beasts, someone It was an Australian soldier riding a man-made wasteland. Enemy attack! Enemy attack! Yang Yongqiang shouted. Enemy 5.0 is not only a wasteland beast, but also soldiers from other countries. However, but the fighters were not surprised. Because before that, Chen Feng had already told them that there might be a few countries that would lure their wasteland beasts to their own strongholds. Wounded brother comes into the house for treatment. Little tiger, second fat, flying boy, continent. Yang Yongqiang shouted a few names, and then shouted, according to the previous acting, go to your post. Yes, Captain. Yes. 4 soldiers immediately responded. Subsequently, they each climbed into a hex cannon. When he pressed on the hex cannon, the hex gem in the center immediately glowed blue. The rest. Yang Yongqiang picked up the hex weapon that had been hidden aside, like a war hammer, and roared loudly, pick up the weapon and prepare for war. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 108. This was the first actual combat of Hex's weapons. Whether it is the countrymen, high-level officials, and soldiers, they are all looking forward to the debut of Hex's weapons. But foreigners don't know. When they saw that the warriors of the Dragon Kingdom wanted to use thermal weapons against the wastelands, all laughed. What, dealing with wasteland beasts with thermal weapons, are the Dragonborn's brains broken? Haha. Dragon Kingdom is already panicking. Put your last hope on hot weapons, is the Dragon Country stupid? Have you forgotten what happened to the giant elephant in our field? Although these cannons in the Dragon Kingdom have strange shapes, thermal weapons are always hot weapons, and they are useless against wasteland beasts. Beautiful Chinese people have spoken and ridiculed. On the forum. Is the Dragon Kingdom stupid? The Dragon Kingdom panicked, and even wanted to use a hot weapon to fight against the wasteland beast. Dragon Kingdom. It's all this kind of post. Among them, there are also rational analysis, such as, since the Dragon Kingdom has chosen to use hot weapons, it is definitely certain. Longuo can always be ahead, how can he not have an IQ, 01? But the posts quickly went flooded. It's not that I don't believe it, but I don't want to believe it. Our thermal weapons are useless against wastelanders, but your dragons are useful. What's the trouble? In a word, ours is useless, then your Dragon Kingdoms must be useless. Not to mention, Wasteland is indeed immune to all thermal weapons. This is an ironclad fact, not a law that can be broken with a little sci-fi of your weapon. Island nations. Most of the wasteland beasts they encountered here were D-class, and they hadn't even seen a C-class, so they hadn't moved yet. And netizens in the island countries outside naturally don't know that they have officially cooperated with beautiful countries. Yo 11 Dragon Kingdom will die this time. I'm laughing to death. I actually want to use a hot weapon to fight against the wasteland beast, and the IQ of the creator of the Dragon Kingdom dungeon has dropped. What if the Dragon Country's thermal weapons are useful? The giant elephant in the embodiment of the beautiful country, you don't know it, right? The weapons of the beautiful country are the most advanced in the world, and they are useless, but can the Dragon Countries be useful? Indeed. I don't know what the Dragon Country thinks. Maybe it's trying to use these thermal weapons to destroy the terrain in order to stop the wasteland. Well, that's true. Eaglehook Country. Instead, they encountered a B-class wasteland beast. But the rest of the wasteland beasts were not strong, so they didn't move. Netizens in Eaglehook Country also don't know about cooperation. Heat weapons against wastelands. What is this operation? Didn't the Dragon Kingdom know about the situation of the beautiful country before? How could you not know? Their stronghold is LV2, and they have also made up for it, so they will naturally bring this news in. That. What's going on? Maybe their thermal weapons are different from those in the outside world. Even if it's different, isn't it still a thermal weapon? As long as it's a thermal weapon, the wasteland beast is immune. Northern Bear Country. There is a big problem with the decision of the Dragon Kingdom this time. In this way, the Dragon Kingdom should have no whole cards, and even hot weapons are used. Look at it again. I always feel that the Dragon Country still has whole cards. What whole cards could they have? It's nothing more than their quest creator. The relationship between the Northern Bear Kingdom and the Dragon Kingdom. It's not bad, but it's bluffing to say how good it is. It's just that both sides have a common enemy. The enemy of the enemy, that is the friend. This sentence can perfectly withdraw the relationship between most people, enterprises, and countries. As long as there are common interests, then everyone is a friend. Of course. Unless there is a big hatred, no matter how big the interests are, it is estimated that it will be difficult to become friends. Fasci country. Among the 5 great powers, the French and Spanish countries did not agree, and the request for cooperation sent by the beautiful country was not agreed. Of course, if you read a violent novel, you can go to the Fila Novel Network. As mentioned above, it's not because of a good relationship with the Dragon Kingdom. It can only be said that in comparison, their relationship with the beautiful country is really not good. French and Spanish netizens, then they don't know about cooperation. But see the situation in the Dragon Kingdom. What should be discussed, still has to be discussed. This time, the Dragon Kingdom is going to be finished. The beautiful country is really insidious. Isn't this their usual method and style? Yes, we have also suffered the loss of beautiful countries. So, we in the Fasci country must also be careful. The beautiful country can attack the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom, and maybe it can also attack our stronghold. Yes, be on guard. Seeing what happened on the screen of the Dragon Kingdom, all countries also became cautious. If the beautiful country can attack the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom, it is possible to attack the stronghold of other countries. Even allies can't be careless. After all, there are no friends and no allies in the battlefield of national fortune. Today you and I practice beating others, and tomorrow I may join forces with others to fight you. It's all normal. National fortune battlefield. Dragon Kingdom stronghold. The fighters are already in place. There is a saying that blessing is incomparable, and disaster is not a single line. What makes Dragon Kingdom netizens desperate? Here it comes. Behind the Dragon Kingdom stronghold, there is a sea. At this critical moment, the sea began to boil, and a huge sea turtle crawled out of the sea and attacked in the direction of the Dragon Kingdom stronghold. Name, Wasteland Tsunami Turtle. Race, Sea Clan. Strength, B. Evaluation, this Wasteland Tsunami Turtle has a very strong defense, very strong, very strong. 3 in a row is strong. It is also enough to prove that its defense will really be strong. After seeing the turtle's detailed letter 037, Dragon Country netizens blew up. I'm CAO, I didn't come early, I can't play, come now. Why do you want to drive people to death, right? Although the fighters found out a little late, but fortunately, they reacted quickly and immediately entered a state of combat readiness, but the front and rear flanking attacks were too much, right? Supreme consciousness. I don't want you to play like this. But the matter has come to this point, it is useless to talk more, you can only comfort yourself. It's good that it's not besieged from all sides, otherwise it would be really desperate. There are mountains on both sides, how can there be a wasteland beast? Well, the location is good. This location. Speaking of this, people remembered that it was Chen Feng who chose the stronghold here. On the other hand, other countries have just entered the battlefield of national fortune, and after a little familiarity with the surrounding environment, they have given their strongholds. It is precisely because of this, not to mention the heavens and the earth, they also need to take care of the front and back. Because no one knows which direction the wasteland beast will come from. This also leads to the creation of layers of defense, which need to be taken care of in all directions. But the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. Around. Don't worry at all. Just look ahead and pay attention to the rear. Besides, there is a sea behind it. And the wasteland beast sea creatures come ashore, and their strength is more or less affected. Thinking of this. Once again, the people of the country admired the location of Chenfeng's stronghold. Absolutely. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 109. Look at all countries. Their stronghold is connected to the front and back, to the left and right. There is only a stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom, surrounded by mountains on both sides, and the sea in the back. The only way. It is directly in front of the base. This also leads to the fact that no matter which country wants to lure the wasteland beasts, it must be from the front. Did Chenfeng do it on purpose? B. Neither is it. There is indeed a purpose in choosing this base. Objective 1, there is a seedling of an ancient tree of life. Since it is a seedling, it must not be moved, otherwise it will affect its growth. Purpose 2, the location here is really good. Surrounded by mountains on both sides, with the sea in the back. If there is a battle with other countries' strongholds in the later stage, the advantages brought by these natural terrain are self-evident. The rear can be completely eliminated. Unless someone is not afraid of death and dares to swim from the sea. Words on both sides. Over the mountain? Before that person arrived, it is estimated that more than half of his physical strength will be consumed, and he will be a fart when the time comes. As for the current stronghold protection ranking match, it's a crooked hit. But in the eyes of the Chinese people, it has become. Great God Chenfeng is really far-sighted and strategic, all of this is in his calculations, Great God Chenfeng is too hanging. This post also instantly aroused the replies of countless Chinese people. I didn't find it originally, but looking at it this way, Great God Chenfeng is simply a god. I'm CAO, NB 666. This vision is too long-term, isn't it? Advantageous position, with hex weapons, should be able to survive this time. Right. Leave it to fate. Not far away. The number of Australian soldiers in the stronghold is 50 people. Including the dungeon creators, there are 51 people in total. This time, 41 people were dispatched, and 9 people remain to guard the stronghold. The main reason is that the 11 days of wasteland beasts came together, so they dared to dispatch so many people. But after this journey, of the 41, 18 remained, and the rest died on the road. The creator of the Australian copy also lost an arm, but he finally succeeded in luring the wasteland ice and snow monitor lizard, to the range of the Dragon Kingdom stronghold. Because there is only such a way, the Australian soldiers who can reach the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom and act separately have also gathered into a team. The chase of the 11 wasteland beasts behind him suddenly brought endless pressure. However, the quest creator shouted, "It's almost there. It's almost there." Everyone looked ahead, and they could already clearly see the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. Feeling that victory was just around the corner, the Australian soldiers felt a lot more relieved in their hearts. This way. It's simply the road of life and death. Looking at the companions around me, dying one by one, I can't even struggle for a moment. These Australian soldiers are really scared. Dragon Kingdom stronghold. The warriors looked serious. Yang Yongqiang stood on top of the high wall, silently calculating the distance between the two sides. As for the rear of the stronghold, the wasteland tsunami turtle was approaching. Chenfeng had already let the wasteland sky fox go. After following Chenfeng for so long, the wasteland sky fox was also successfully promoted to C+. Although it is not an opponent of the wasteland tsunami turtle, it is still no problem to entangle it for a while. So the attention of the fighters can all be on the front. Then, the first wasteland beast introduced by Australia. It's here. But Yang Yongqiang, whether it was the soldiers, they didn't move. This is only the first one. Yang Yongqiang is ready to wait for all the wasteland beasts to enter the firing range, and then fire 4 cannons in unison to maximize the damage. However, his move is incomprehensible to people from the outside world. The wasteland beasts are almost rushing to the stronghold. Why haven't the warriors moved? Ah! With so many wasteland beasts coming together, shouldn't the right way be, kill them as far as possible from the colony? Are you okay? Are you coming? Grass, I'm just talking about it, and I don't mean anything else. The people of the country were very puzzled and did not understand what the tactics of the fighters were. If you read a violent novel, go to Fila Novel Network. And the beautiful country, the island country, the Eagle Hook country. Haha. Are the Dragon Kingdom soldiers stupid? I don't even know about the attack. Maybe you want to wait a little closer. Wait a little closer. The closer the wasteland beast gets to the stronghold, the more dangerous it becomes, and when you get close to a hammer, you'll be scared silly. It is said that the soldiers of the Dragon Kingdom are brave and good at fighting, and I don't think that's the case. That's it? Brainless speech? Sort of. But now in this society, there are fewer brainless people? What's more, it is still a sworn enemy on the battlefield of national fortune, and it is a sentence that can be damaged. Then, in the rear of the Dragon Kingdom stronghold, the battle has already begun. Although the Wasteland Sky Fox's attack is not very strong, it has always attacked the weakness of the Wasteland Tsunami Turtle. The Wasteland Beast Tsunami Turtle roared angrily, but the speed of the Wasteland Sky Fox was very fast, and the Wasteland Tsunami Turtle kept circling around. Straight ahead. 1,000 meters, 500 meters, 300 meters. When the first wasteland beast was less than 200 meters away from the stronghold, the other 10 wasteland beasts also came into range. Then, Australia's copy creator. We withdraw. Before his voice fell, another louder voice sounded, instantly overshadowing the voice of the creator of the Australian copy. Yang Yongqiang roared angrily, "Open the cannon." The 4 fighters who received the order immediately activated the hex cannon in front of them. The rest of the warriors also pressed the hex weapons in their hands. And then, buzz buzz. After less than 2 seconds of energy accumulation, 4 hex cannon. Launch. Individual weapons in the hands of the warriors. Launch. In an instant, countless small blue balls of light were launched from the stronghold of the Dragon Kingdom. This scene stunned the Australian soldiers who were not in the car yet. Just because thermal weapons don't work against wastelanders doesn't mean they don't. However, the speed of the small ball of light was very fast, and it came to an Australian soldier in an instant. Save. Burst. The ball of light exploded instantly. The Australian soldier snapped and exploded in an instant. The rest of the Australian soldiers. Run, Zhao. Run. They hurriedly flapped the man-made wasteland beasts they were riding, causing them to turn around and leave the battlefield quickly. But it's too late. 500 fighters, 500 hex weapons covered by fire. Where can this be hidden? One Australian soldier after another was hit, and the wasteland beasts they were riding all burst open. And the creator of the copy of Australia, raised a hand of promotion. Swish. A translucent barrier appears. This transparent barrier blocked one shot after another, the balls of light fired by the individual weapon, which also created an opportunity for him to escape. But Yang Yongqiang has his eyes on him. He yelled, "Little Huzi, knock him down." The little tiger who got the order immediately realized, "Yes, Captain. Whoever the captain wants to beat, then he will beat whoever he knows." Little Tiger immediately turned the hex cannon and aimed at the Australian dungeon creator who was running wildly. Global Dungeon, superpower uploaded at the beginning went out of control. Author, the temperature is very low. Chapter 110. Then a ball of light emitted by the hex cannon hit the first wasteland beast. At this moment, whether it is the people who care about the stronghold, or the foreigners who have a bad stomach, my heart hangs in the air. Under such a tension, the running wasteland beast that was hit instantly stood still. There was a blue arc of electricity all over his body, as if he had been struck by lightning. Well, people who are paying attention to all this, all stunned. Belch. Doesn't it hurt? Just possess the ability to shock. Can only paralyze the wasteland beast for a short time. Seeing this situation, the feelings of the Chinese people and foreigners completely different. The hearts of the people of the country were cold. Sure enough, even the hex's weapon had no effect on the wasteland beast. The foreigners were overjoyed. Sure enough, this strangely shaped weapon was of no use to the wasteland beast at all. It's over, hex's weapon, it's completely useless. This is terrible, what should I do? There are 11 wasteland beasts in front, and there is a B-class wasteland tsunami turtle in the back. What can I do? I can only hope that Chen Feng will come out. Oh, no, you're going to see 700. Haha. It's useless. The Dragon Kingdom is finished. Look at how your Dragon Kingdom died this time. Ahead. Now the stronghold is directly destroyed, see how you lead. Although the Dragon Kingdom has a profound heritage, if the stronghold is destroyed, it is estimated that it will also fall out of the seat of the 5 great powers, and our island country will. At that time. No. The wasteland beast. Now. The discussion came to an abrupt end. Because of the wasteland beast that was struck. Bang. The upper body exploded directly, obviously dead. Although this wasteland beast is only E-class, isn't it immunity to thermal weapons, and why are thermal weapons useful? This is not right. This is impossible. This is not scientific. After a few seconds of silence. Damn. Kill the E-class wasteland beast with one shot. This hex's weapon is too good, isn't it? Woo woo woo, scared me to death, I thought it was useless. What's that, you guys talk, I'm going to change my pants. It's useful. Hex's weapon is useful, kill a wasteland beast with one shot, and this time our Dragon Kingdom survived. The people of the country were thrilled, and many of them wept with joy. No way. Thermal weapons, how can they work on wastelands? Why? The thermal weapons of our beautiful country can't even hurt a single hair of the giant elephant in the wasteland. Why can't the thermal weapons of the dragon country? Nanny? Isn't that right? Isn't the wasteland a heat immunization weapon? The foreigners were stunned. For them, even if the thermal weapon of the Dragon Kingdom may be related to the dungeon, it is a thermal weapon/technology weapon, right? As long as it's technology, it can't be effective against wastelands. So they don't understand what the hell is going on. Dragon Kingdom stronghold. Bang bang bang. The fighters frantically pulled the trigger. In just one phase, all 7 wasteland beasts were killed. There is 1 A wasteland beast left, and 3 B-class wasteland beasts. Then. A scream was heard. When everyone looked at it, they found that the creator of the copy of the Faxi Kingdom had two broken legs. Look at this injury, it was not caused by Hex's cannonball, because the broken calf has turned into a team of ice slag. According to Yang Yanqiang's orders, Xiao Huizi controlled a Hex cannonball and stared at the replica creator of the Faxi Kingdom. Although the attacks were all dodged, they also caused a lot of obstacles for him. If you read a violent novel, go to Filu Novel Network. A ball of light the size of a human head forced the creator of the Faxi copy to a dead end. The wasteland ice and snow monitor lizard spewed out a cold air, and his legs instantly froze. If he hadn't reacted, it would have broken more than just a pair of calves. Because the cold air emitted by the ice and snow monitor lizard in the wasteland is hundreds or even thousands of degrees below zero. Once it is frozen and cannot break free in time, then the end. It's miserable. It will definitely fall straight into a pile of ice slag. It's all turned into ice slag, how can it be possible to survive? But the broken leg also greatly affected his movements. The wasteland ice and snow monitor lizard rushed directly over and swallowed it with a single bite of the man-made wasteland beast. Then he raised his head, in front of countless people around the world, and directly swallowed the creator of the copy of the Faxi country. Grunt. Many people subconsciously swallowed their saliva. There is no crunchy mouthful, but this kind of direct swallowing makes the scalp numb when you look at it. Then the voice of the Supreme Consciousness resounded. Due to the creator of the Australian dungeon, if he dies while luring the wasteland beast to another country's stronghold, he will be punished as follows. 1. The dungeon is cleared. 2. All the national fortunes obtained are cleared. 3. Deprive yourself of the qualification to enter the battlefield of the national games. 4. 50% deduction for national transportation. Hearing this, everyone gasped. This punishment is not ruthless. But the punishment of Supreme Consciousness also made everyone understand a little. Dying while luring the wasteland beast to someone else's stronghold will result in a worse punishment than normal death. More ruthless. That's the price. And the Australian people who hear the voice of the Supreme Consciousness. Desperate. They all looked up to heaven and wailed. Ah! Since we can't survive, let's all die together. I'll drive the family truck and kill these idiots. Let's die together, ha ha ha. This moment, Australia has become a mess. There are countless people, taking advantage of the disaster that has not yet come, to go to the official location to smash, set fires, insult, and throw Molotov cocktails. There were even people who drove trucks and rushed straight in. In the eyes of the Australian people, wouldn't it be good to give up resistance early and get the reward in peace? Even if you want to be greedy, why should you unite with the beautiful country and deal with the dragon country together? The Dragon Kingdom is what we Australia can provoke. Pretty country. The secretary hurriedly reported, "Sir, there is chaos over there in Australia." The supreme ruler waved his hand and said impatiently, "What does their Australian turmoil have to do with us?" Secretary. The eyes of the supreme ruler have never left the screen of the Dragon Kingdom. The strange thermal weapon of the Dragon Kingdom was able to work on the wasteland beast, beyond everyone's expectations. Fake. What are those strangely shaped weapons in the Dragon Kingdom, which can actually have an effect on the wasteland beasts? The supreme ruler cursed, but felt that there was still hope. Because the ice and snow monitor lizard was still alive and not afraid of the hex laser cannon in the slightest. This is the strongest wasteland beast that has ever appeared. Beautiful country, island country, eagle hook country, maple leaf country. All pinned their hopes on the A's wasteland ice and snow monitor lizard.